Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Natalia Leigh. I'm an indie author and the managing editor at Enchanted Ink Publishing, and we are starting yet another writing vlog. I had initially planned on filming my release day for book 3 in my paranormal romance trilogy, but release day was yesterday and it slipped by without me filming anything. But it went really well. It was a good release day. I got some really nice posts and messages on Instagram, and I honestly couldn't be happier with how it went, especially being under a pen name now, you know, being essentially like a brand new author with a very, very tiny audience. I was pleased with how the release went. I hit my number of pre-orders that I wanted. I wanted to double the number of pre-orders from book 2 to book 3, and I was able to do that with one extra pre-order to spare. So I was really, really happy about that. I worked yesterday. It was a very typical average work day. I sent out a newsletter to my 21 newsletter subscribers, and we ate nachos for dinner. So it was a good day, happy day. The book sales are going well, KU reads are going well, and now I am going to be shifting focus away from the paranormal romance trilogy, which I cannot believe is actually complete, my first ever series that I have written and published. I will be switching my attention away from that and onto the contemporary romance that is complete and ready to go. That one will be coming out at the end of July, and I am now working on writing another contemporary romance. And I don't think I have mentioned this anywhere, but the contemporary romance books I am working on now are part of a standalone series. And I didn't realize I was going to do that until I started getting all these ideas for other people that live essentially in the same neighborhood. So the first contemporary romance book I wrote, the male lead lives in the Hollywood Hills. And I had a really fun time writing the point of view of a character who lives an average, normal, struggling life, and she got to kind of get swept up in this luxury lifestyle, and I had so much fun writing that. And I thought, well, I would like to explore more of this neighborhood, explore more of the people who live here, and also explore the people who fall in love with them. So this has now transitioned into a standalone contemporary series. I am working on I don't know if I would call it the second book, because it's a standalone series. Obviously, you could read it in any order that you want. And then there are just like little cameos and details about the other characters that are going to be woven through the series. But let's just say book 2. I'm working on book 2 in that series now. Totally new couple, totally different tropes as well. And these are tropes that I'm having fun with, these tropes that I never thought I would want to write. But I just keep getting these ideas, and they're exciting. They're so much fun to write. And the writing has honestly been going really well. I think I picked this book back up on Sunday. I think I reread it on Saturday and then started working on it again on Sunday. And I think I've almost doubled my word count on that now, to be honest. Let me pull it up here. I want to say when I last checked in, I was sitting at just over 6,000 words. And now, as of this morning, because I did write this morning, I wrote just over 700 words this morning while I was drinking coffee in bed. I'm sitting at 12,269 words. So I have almost doubled my word count since I picked this back up. I was a little nervous to get back into it because not only because I've been away from it for a while, but because the scene that I was stepping back into was a scene with 3 characters sitting down to dinner and talking, and dialogue has always been one of those things that's really difficult for me to write. And it's becoming a little bit easier, and it feels a tad bit more natural, but that was still a difficult scene to step back into, just thinking I'm not really sure what kind of conversation is going to come up, and I want to try to make my dialogue relevant. I want it to either further develop the characters or the world or push the plot forward, and it doesn't necessarily have to do that in the first draft. Obviously, that is something that could be polished in subsequent drafts, but I am trying to get everything as solid as possible in the first draft so that my editing rounds are a lot easier. But anyway, I pushed through that. I got through that scene. I am now firmly into Act 2 in this book, and I want to say I'm working on Chapter 7. Yes, I'm working on Chapter 7. It is the first chapter in Act 2 of my 4-act structure, and if you want to learn a little bit more about how I outline my romance books, I did an entire video on how I break down my outlines, all of the like resources and craft books that I use, and I will have that linked down below. So we are going to work on this a little bit more tonight. It has been a comfortably gray, kind of cool day, and it's perfect weather for having a cup of tea and working on my book. It's just after 4 p.m., so I'm actually probably going to have dinner first, and then we will dive back into Chapter 7, and it'd be awesome if I could finish Chapter 7 tonight. I think that's likely because it's not a very long chapter, it's just a little bit of a transition since we're in the new world now, and I will keep you updated. Hello my friends, happy Thursday. It is Thursday evening at 4:30. I just finished my work for the day. Greg is finishing up his work for the day. He is about to finish and finalize a gigantic formatting project. It came to, I think, like 650 pages. It is huge. So he's been working on that for a while now, and he's about to finalize that. I have chili from last night on the stove, and I'm gonna get to work cleaning up the kitchen. I did write this morning. I wrote about 900 words, I think, while I was drinking my coffee in bed. So happy with that, happy with how that is going. And we will see if I end up writing tonight. I might not, because I've been having, not eye pain, but my eyes just feel really tired. I wake up and my eyes feel tired. I'm doing my work and my eyes feel tired, and I think it's because I've been pushing pretty hard lately. Not only working on my own projects, but pushing pretty hard trying to get ahead in this line edit so that I can take next week off to go to Las Vegas for a concert with my mom. So that's where we're at. Gonna clean up the kitchen, serve up these bowls of chili, and then maybe find something to watch and just relax to, and I will check back in if I end up doing any writing tonight. Hello friends, happy Sunday. It is Sunday evening. It is 6:15 p.m. and I wanted to wrap up this video since I will be out of town this week. I'm going to Las Vegas, and yeah, so I wanted to wrap this up tonight, and get this video up for you tomorrow before I leave. So like I said, 6:15. I have been working on my the second book in my new contemporary romance standalone series. I've been working on it every day. Typically in the mornings. I have not had very many evenings where I have had the energy, especially, oh my gosh, it is just like so bright in here. This week I really have not had like the ability with my eyes to write in the evenings ever since 2 falls ago, when I had that really, really bad digital eye strain and I had to take like, I don't know, I want to say I tried to take like a week off of work. Ever since that happened, my eyes have been really sensitive, so I've not been able to work in the evenings. I've really only been writing in the mornings, but I've been writing about, I want to say, between like 600 and 900 words every day. I did write this morning, but not very much, because Greg and I had a lot of like running to do, a lot of errands, you know, just kind of getting things together before I'm going to be gone for a few days. Speaking of which, I need to change my email signature. I want to change my EIP email signature to let people know that I'm going to be out of town. All right, so I just updated my email signature so that anybody I email tomorrow, I am not editing tomorrow on Monday, but I am going to do emails. I'm going to try to get all of my email correspondence done tomorrow. And I updated my email signature so it clearly states I will be out of the office Tuesday through Thursday this week. We get a lot of emails, so I want to make sure anybody who has been in conversation with me recently will know why I'm not emailing. But anyway, so I have been writing. I'm gonna be out of town this week. In terms of where we're sitting with this new romance, I am at 16,332 words. I think I only wrote, gosh, I wrote like 1 page today. 401 words today. I would have liked to write tonight, but because I wore my contacts today, my eyes are really, really sore tonight. I need to go take them out, maybe do like a cold compress, something on my eyes, because they are just bothering me so much right now, and I've barely even been on the computer today. But that is my little update. So this book is coming along well. Oh, and then the other thing, really, really exciting, that I wanted to tell you is that I got a new idea this past week for a series of 4 short novellas that I would like to write. Kind of like a cozy, witchy, cottagecore vibe type book series, and I just thought it would be so fun to write like a cozy, witchy, cottagecore romance. So I started outlining that, and these books would be so short that I think the outlining process and the writing process would go really fast, because I'd probably be aiming for like 20 to 30,000 words per novella. So I have started outlining that. So when I am done with the first draft of this new contemporary romance, I might be able to step right into those. Recently, I have really enjoyed having 2 projects to work on, so that when I am taking a break from one of my projects, I can put my creative energy towards something else. Right now, I am hoping to have the first draft of this nanny romance done by maybe early August. If not for this eye fatigue that I really struggle with now, I think I could write a lot more, because I could write in the mornings and I could write in the evenings, but that's just not been accessible to me. So I'm thinking probably early to mid-August I will have the first draft of this done, and then I could start writing something else in August. And because I love fall so much, I think it would be really fun to write a cozy, witchy type romance in like late summer into the early fall. So that is just the kind of like extra fun thing that I've been working on. And I probably will not have a video next week because I will be out of town 3 days this week and then recuperating probably on Friday. But I haven't really been consistent with videos anyway, so that probably isn't a surprise to you. But thank you again for being here. If you are looking for editing, cover design, or formatting services, you can come check us out at enchantedinkpublishing.com. We have recently brought 2 new members onto our team. We have a team of 9 professionals now. We have such a superstar team. I love everybody on this team, and because we have a new editor, a new cover designer, we do have cover design availability, and we have a little bit of editing availability for 2024, but our editing services still are booking up really fast. So if you're interested in a manuscript critique, copy editing, line editing, and or proofreading, make sure you are reaching out sooner rather than later so that we can hopefully, fingers crossed, get you on the calendar for the month of your choosing. That is all I have for you. I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful day, Monday, whenever you are watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.